Hello everybody, my name is Marsh, and so today I just decided that we're going to do a quick trailer breakdown for the Resident Evil 4 gameplay trailer that they recently released. I thought that this trailer had enough new things to break down frame by frame that it was interesting enough for me to go through and make a video. Now this probably won't be the most in detail video. Don't expect me to go into like their grandmother's like cupboard and find a secret recipe to something. I don't know. I'm going to break down frame by frame what I see and what I find interesting about it. So let's go ahead and get started. If you like this video though, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and that'd be greatly appreciated, and more Resident Evil content will be on the way. Okay, so starting out, we see here, we got a room here with a man walking towards Ashley, who's obviously on an altar. Let's just let it play through.
You see, we are all connected through the whole.
Don't really know who this is. I assume it's probably Leon, but I don't remember in the original him finding her on an altar like this, so we'll see what happens with that. Let's go to the next shot though.
All connected through the holy body.
Here we got some type of tribute, it looks like. This looks like a Las Plagas with the head breaking open. So that's interesting. And then we got like little skeleton man here. Another little skeleton man. I wonder if these are like the priests from the castle.
When you need only accept this.
We got Leon walking through a swamp with a bunch of skulls. So I think they're updating the swamp area, probably in the village with this. Okay. And then for this one, we got this little spider Plagas attaching onto this dude. And just by the look of his robe, he looks like the previous person in the other shot. So if we go back to this one, he looks like one of these guys, one of the priests, I'm assuming. And so we see, yeah, it looks like the priest, and it attaches. This looks like the little spider Las Plagas in Resident Evil 4 that we had before. So this is like their rendition on it. It's interesting to see them attacking a priest. I wonder if this is just like an intro cutscene when the first time we get to see them, but I guess we'll have to find out. And then we get Leon shooting them. So we have Leon shooting at him, and it's weird, it's like riding its back, so it makes me believe that it's like they're dementing them and taking over them. We'll see how they tackle that. Another interesting thing about this frame, we see the bulletproof vest here. We didn't see a vest in the original. We also got the knife for its durability. So I'm wondering if you can upgrade your vest throughout the game. That'll be something interesting to see, or if you pick them up and then they break over time. We'll have to take a look into that further. And then going back here, we're back to the altar, and so looks like that's Osmond Saddler. We got some weird priest dudes. I guess this is like a little like rendition of the Las Plagas. It looks like Saddler's logo at the top. And then is this Krauser or Leon? That's kind of hard to tell from this angle. I would assume Leon because there's no beret. Oh, yep. So definitely Leon. And here we get to see the updated look on Saddler. Interesting what they're doing with like the veins and everything, like they're already pulsing out of his head. That's an interesting take. I'll put a comparison here. We see Leon's face looks kind of like demented, so I'm wondering if he's also being taken over. So maybe this is later, either on the, maybe this is on the island with the desert area, I'm assuming. I don't know. This is interesting. Maybe they're changing where Osmond Saddler like takes over Ashley in that one scene in 4 on the island and like steals her back. I don't know. So we have Ashley with the knife, Leon obviously backing up. Looks like a castle background, so it's either in the castle or I guess it could be the church where he finds her, but I don't think so. We already saw that intro.
Temperance.
Yeah, this looks like the castle, I would say. So this must be, I wonder if they're going to have flashing moments where like Ashley is being taken over by the Las Plagas, and Osmond's controlling her based off what she says.
Child.
Temperance child, you could tell with her eyes and everything. So maybe she's like turning on Leon because he's controlling her. That'll be interesting to see how they tackle that. Okay, here we got the elevator. We got Leon with a bunch of dudes here, and we can hear Salazar's voice in the background. I'm assuming this is like either the elevator. Yeah, I'm assuming this is like the elevator scene where we have to fight a bunch of stuff while moving up and down. Yeah, that's what it is from 4. And then we have like the spiring, like the barrels that fall down and everything. I like what they're doing with the priests though. You have different looks for them. They're not all the same anymore. Looks like they're tattooed, or that might be their veins. And then this one has like a face tattoo. Interesting to see. We see the parry there, and then just zooming out more, yeah, it's definitely that area of the game. Interesting take that they're doing with the priest. We'll see what they kept, like what other things they change. After a parry, you can kick apparently. Here's the next room. We got the chest here, Las Plagas. So this is cool. We're seeing the like the slicing Las Plagas coming out of a priest. Before, the priest always had the head swallowing one, or they had like the spider. So it's interesting seeing that they have like all Las Plagas can be in like all villains at once, I guess. And then we see he reacts by getting shot in the arm. He grabs his arm, so it's good to know that like directional body shooting is still a thing. This room, I think, is probably, since there's a chest here, the place where you get a key before you enter the castle. It's after the cannon and all that stuff, but like there's like a scene where you grab the key and then they come in a room flooding you, so maybe that's the same room. We'll see. Oh, and then you look, he ducked with his under the Las Plagas there. And then you see you got the head-eating one. It looks a little different. It's like split up this way, coming at him. And he also passed an exploding barrel, so we can actually dodge by sneaking or crouching. That's actually pretty interesting. And then you can parry the head when it's trying to swallow you, apparently. And like I mentioned before, we got the exploding fire barrel. But he's parrying the head coming in. I wonder if it's going to change his durability on his knife right now. Let's find out. I didn't see it, but here's a cannon. This is probably the entrance to the castle, if you played the game, where they shoot catapults at you. Yep, definitely the entrance. And an interesting thing to note, we have the cannon, which you use to break the gate to get in. But there's like these blue medallions here. We have one right here and another one right here. And so it leads me to believe that we're going to have more events with the merchant and the like prizes we can get from him perhaps. So that'll be interesting to see. Along with that, we also see the icon here for Ashley chasing Leon, and we see that the durability is down on his knife, so we actually get to see what that looks like, and he doesn't have a bulletproof vest. So either he gains one and it goes away over time with damage, and like it's an extra like thing you can put on, or he hasn't gotten one yet at this point in the story. We see Leon here. Looks like he's being infected. His veins are going crazy. And then Luis with the cure, I'm assuming right there.
I'll make it for you. Move!
That's definitely a new scene with Luis. When he gave him like the pills, like this looks to be like in some sort of like factory or something, which they definitely never met in before. Interesting thing here, we see Luis is helping fight the two El Gigantes. They also updated the way this one looks. Looks way cooler, I think, in my opinion, with a lot more armor. And it's nice to see El Gigante, how he looks overall. And this is still in the lava room, so I wonder if they still have the zipline or not. That's something we'll have to find out. But yeah, that should open up and then kill one of them at least. Okay, we get one of the Chainsaw Sisters, and Luis is helping us as well. So I guess Luis is going to be a companion on a lot of missions for us. And this looks like more like a factory area. Unless they're like renovating the area after you fight with Luis in the house. But Ashley is usually with you, so I don't think so. So this would be interesting what area this is in particular. Okay. Oh, looks like we have a little icon here. So you might be able to go up and kick chainsaw people, which you couldn't do before, even if you shot them in the face. And there's ganados, so maybe this is still in the village at some point. Or it's in the mine shaft in the castle. One of the two. Oh, and Luis kicks her. And then we see here, Big Daddy Krauser. Yep, Big Daddy Krauser. So they changed the way he looked slightly. I think he looks a little older. I don't know if I like the change, but I mean, I'm all for it. There was rumors in the beginning before the game came out that they were going to cut Krauser. So it's good seeing that he's here. That definitely makes me happy because he is one of my favorites. And then we got more priests coming out with their scythes. This looks like a new room. Interesting. This was definitely not in the original unless it's a rendition on something we know before. But looks like there's like a crouch thing for Ashley, so I wonder if she can you can order her to like dodge and hide, sort of. Interesting. And then this is Ashley getting hit. are captured. We still got the suplex, as you see. Leon suplexing. So that's good to see that he can still do that. So the Ashley part's still going to be here when she's alone in the library. So that's good to see. Oh, it looks like they're going to actually have Las Plagas unless it's the Armor Knight. Yeah, that's the Armor Knight. Now, this might be the water room. There is water here. And you do have the priest with size, but it is a darker environment, so they definitely darken the area. The reason this leads me to believe the water room is a later shot, we'll see. Okay, and another example of us crouching to dodge. Now this is why I think it's the water room, because the next shot is Ashley doing the thing, the wheel, and we have to protect her, like in the original game, we have to protect her when she's doing the wheel. So this is why it leads me to believe this is a new rendition on the water room, where they're going to make it a lot darker in terms of atmosphere, which I don't hate the idea of, but it'll be interesting to see how that's handled.
Together.
Thanks.
This is them two talking. I wonder if it's after Ashley reunites with him.
Then come, Sancho Panza.
There's Luis, kind of like teaming up with Leon, I guess. I think this has to be the mine shaft.
Let us rescue the Princess Dulcinea. You gotta hurt yourself.
I don't think that's a bad line or anything with Luis. That's kind of funny. They're keeping some cheesiness, which is good to see all through Luis. I thought they were going to make it a little too serious, so it's good to see that. So yeah, this is probably the mine shaft in the castle. Maybe this is Chopper Mike, I'm assuming. Yeah, definitely Chopper Mike helping you shoot people. So you see here, it's very small, but there's a little lightning rod right here. So it's one of the prisoners. We get to see, not his full body, but we see the lightning stick. Let's keep going though. We got a turret shooting at Leon. Chopper Mike giving us a hand. Now we got the mine shaft, but Luis is in there with us. So he's obviously still alive at this point, and he's going to be helping us through the mine shaft area. And looks like they're adding an infinite ammo to the mine shaft, as well as health for the cart, as you see down here. So interesting take. They're going to have us doing a lot of shooting, it seems like, if we got infinite red 9 ammo. And it's like a roller coaster now with all the things and the barrels. Got the crossbow villager. Let's see. I want to see if the ammo changed on that. Okay, so you still have to reload. The ammo changed to 9, but that's good to know. We got Luis. This is the jump at the mine shaft. Yep, and the jump into the mine shaft. Osmond Saddler doing some weird evil monologue.
Yes, the time has.
This I don't know where it's from. I don't think we've seen this before. Some type of like hive, it looks like. What it might be is the hive for the insects. We do see a hive for insects in RE4 at one point in the castle. That could be it, I suppose. So we see our first look at a Garrador here. I'm assuming this is where we find our first one and we release them from the prison. Probably this might be like the shackles over here. And Leon takes a hit and takes some damage.
Like I told you.
This is probably Leon finding Ashley on the island as a prisoner. So interesting take. And we got the knife fight with Krauser. So let's go back and take a look at that. So we got a parry, and then we have an evade, which he failed, so he gets knocked down. Then we got a Ashley being infected. Luis on the ground for a second. Yeah, Luis on the ground shooting. I wonder if this is like before he dies. Maybe they're going to give him more of a triumphant death. I don't know. We have Krauser tackling Leon. And then we got some quick time events to break free from the fight. So looks like they're innovating on the fight with Krauser overall, which is nice to see. I mean, like I do miss the actual cutscene, but it's an interesting take. I'm glad it's not like a basic like combat thing. They're actually making it look nice with the knife fight, which is an amazing scene. Okay, so going back to that, that's a new shot. We got like amber eggs. Looks like Jurassic Park with like Plagas in them. So it's like the egg sac of the Plagas maybe. You got Osmond again, and then we got Ada saying Leon, and then Leon getting taken over by the Plagos. And then we get one of the insects. I hate these things.
This time.
We got Leon running away with Ashley out of a area here. Interesting. And she also lost her jacket, if you notice. She doesn't have it anymore. So that means she will change clothes at one point, it seems like. I'm wondering what they're doing with this. If this is going to be this area with Leon and the bug. So right here, I'm wondering if this is them running away after he saves her from like that cryogenic tube in the game, and Ada stays to fight Osmond Saddler. That's probably what it is, because then they go to cure themselves afterwards. So this is probably where they're curing, and then we get the cutscene. Oh, and then a little teaser towards Mercenaries. And March 4th. Yep, so that's basically it overall for that. A lot of interesting details, I think, with it. Definitely a plus is seeing that they're putting Krauser in the game. I was worried they're going to get rid of him. Looks like they're going to give us more Luis overall. He's going to be joining us in the mine shaft and helping us go through that. They're probably going to give him a more triumphant death as well. A lot of the environments look to be like darkened. They're not as bright. So there's a few interesting things. We have different takes on the priest. They have different Las Plagas now. So yeah, definitely a good trailer. I'm interested to see what happens. Can't wait for this game. I kind of want to do like a 24-hour stream when it comes out. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Other than that, though, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.